Good morning, students. Welcome back to online classes. Unit 2, Section C, Conquering Mount Everest. Conquering means winning over. When you defeat somebody, when you win over somebody, when you surpass somebody, that's called conquering. And Mount Everest, as you must have known, that Mount Everest is the highest peak of the world. It lies in the Himalayan ranges. Himalaya is the mountain which lies in the northeastern boundary of India, Tibet, Nepal, and China. Yes, that's the Mount Everest. And the highest peak in the world is the Mount Everest. And the people who scaled Mount Everest for the first time ever, there were two people. One was Hillary and other was Tenzing Norgay. Tenzing Norgay, today in this story, in this chapter, in this text, we are going to study about Tenzing Norgay. That who was he, from where did he belong, and how did he become such an experienced mountaineer. He was a Sherpa basically. Sherpa are the people who act as tourist guide to the mountaineers who wish to climb up the peaks of mountains, the Himalayas, and they act as their guide and they carry their load, and they show them the they show them the path, the route through which they have to scale up that particular mountain, and they help them carry their loads also, because mountaineers, they don't go themselves. There are lots of stuff they have to carry on their shoulders, so they can't carry it themselves. They need to have a Sherpa with them. So Tenzing Norgay is a Sherpa. So let's start reading the chapter. First of all, there is a little activity. Which of these do you think are adventurous sports? Circle your choices. Give reasons for them. See, you can see I have already circled them for you, like parasailing, rafting, bungee jumping, rock climbing, and skydiving. All these are adventurous sports. Because why are these adventurous sports? Because there is a great thrill involved in these sports. There is a kind of risk taking is involved in these sports. Like skydiving, if you have seen in movies or in pictures, skydiving is when you go in a plane to a certain height in the sky, and then you jump from that plane and you come down towards the earth, and when you reach a certain height, you are at a certain distance from earth, you open your parachute, and with the help of parachute you come down towards the earth slowly, steadily. Right? Rafting is done in sea waters or rivers, where in a boat 5-6 people are there. They wear the life jackets, and the boat goes through high tides, and when the high tide comes, you need to bend down, and you get all wet. So that is called rafting. So these are the sports in which there is a little bit of risk factor is there. You must have seen those that program which comes on TV, X Factor or something like that. So that is called, in that in those programs, some adventure sports or adventurous tasks are given to the contestants. So those are called adventurous sports. So these are the adventurous sports. So let's start reading. Aditya was excited about the research he had done for the homework project. There were a lot of interesting pieces of information he had gathered, and he wanted to quiz his classmates. Now, the story begins as one of the boy called Aditya, and he got a project for homework, and he did his homework excitedly, and he was very eager to share his research with his classmates, because he have gathered so many interesting things in his project. Gathered means collected, and he wanted to quiz. Quiz means ask questions to his classmates regarding that. Tell me, Sibylline. Now Sibylline is his classmate. Who was the first man to be photographed on Everest? Quizzed Aditya next morning. So now Aditya asked Sivlin that who was the first man to be photographed on Everest. Edmund Hillary, of course, was Hillary's quick response. Now Sivlin's quick response was Edmund Hillary. So we all know that Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay, the first men to reach the Mount Everest. Oh, you lose a point there. It was Tenzing Norgay. Hillary and Norgay were the only two people at the peak, and Tenzing did not know how to use the camera, so Hillary took Norgay's picture. So Aditya told him, no, you lose 1 point, your 1 mark is cut here, because it was Tenzing Norgay whose picture was taken for the first time on Mount Everest, because Norgay and Hillary, they were the only two people at the peak, and Tenzing did not know how to use the camera. So Hillary took Norgay's picture. So now we will read about Tenzing Norgay. He is Tenzing Norgay, and he is Hillary, and he is Tenzing Norgay. On 29th May 1953 at 11:30 a.m., Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary became the first individuals to reach the summit of the highest mountain on earth, Mount Everest. Let us read more about one half of this famous pair, Tenzing Norgay. So, they were the first one to reach the peak of the Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, highest mountain in the world. Summit is the peak. And now today in this chapter, in this text, we are going to read about the one half of this famous pair, that is Tenzing Norgay. Tenzing Norgay was born in 1914 in Tibet. He later moved to Nepal and lived with the Sherpa. Sherpas are the guide and the helpers to the mountaineers. Mountaineers are the people who have taken specialized training to climb up the mountains. Sherpas who had moved from Tibet to Nepal hundreds of years ago have lived in the high mountains for years. Now Sherpas also had moved from Tibet to Nepal 100 years ago, and they have lived in the high mountains they have been living there for many years. Not far from Tenzing's adopted village rises the majestic Everest, the highest peak of the Himalayan range of the mountains. It lies on the border between Nepal and Tibet. Mountaineers on climbing expeditions hire the Sherpas to carry supplies and to show them the way up the mountains. Owing to their experience of living in high mountains, the Sherpas have proved to be excellent guides and mountaineers. Now, where was Tenzing when Tenzing shifted from Tibet to Nepal? His village was very much near to the foothills of Everest. Majestic means great. Adopted means taken as own. Because that village was not village in which Tenzing was born. Tenzing was born in Tibet, but he later on moved to that particular village. So he adopted the village as his own, and from that village was situated at the base of that Mount Everest, at the base of that highest mountain of the world, that is Mount Everest, the highest peak of the Himalayan range of the mountains. Now it lies on the border between Nepal and Tibet. That village and that Mount Everest lies on the border between Nepal and Tibet. Mountaineers on climbing expedition means journey taken for purpose, hire Sherpas to carry supplies. Supplies means the things they needed, and show them the way. Way means path up the mountain. Owing means because of their experience of living in high mountains, the Sherpas have proved to be very excellent guides and mountaineers. At the age of 18, Tenzing moved Darjeeling in what is known as West Bengal now. He hoped to make fortune. Fortune means destiny, carrying loads of supplies for mountaineering expeditions. 3 years later, like when he became 21 years old, he accompanied a survey team on an expedition to Mount Everest. And as a potter means one who carries luggage and bags. In the next few years, Tenzing had taken part in more expeditions, Everest expeditions than any other climber. So within 3 years, he became, at the age of 18, he shifted to Darjeeling. There he started his job as a potter, and a potter who was accompanying the mountaineers, carrying their loads when they climb up the mountains. And within 3 years, after 3 years, he accompanied an Everest expedition, and within few years of that, he became the first. He became the most sought after Sherpa in that area. Like people, the mountaineers all over the world wanted Tenzing to go along with them, because he had gained so much of experience of Everest. Working with so many different people, Tenzing learned to speak 7 languages. Because why he worked with so many different people? Because people came from different parts of the world. It's not only Nepalese or Tibetans or Indians or Chinese, those who scaled the Mount Everest. Even the people from Americans, Britishers, or Germans, from all over the world, people used to come and they used to try and scale up the Mount Everest. In this way, when Tenzing met so many people from the world, around the world, he learnt 7 languages. Later, he became a Sirdar. Sirdar means leader of an organizer, or an organizer of potters. Earlier, he was a potter. Now, he started his own company, and he started organizing the potters. He started giving the potters to the mountaineers. He started providing the potters to the mountaineers. He continued to guide expeditions to Everest, but he did not stop himself. He became the potter himself. But his focus was always on Mount Everest. Right? His focus remained on Mount Everest. And inspired means motivated, and gave confidence many mountaineers. During his historic climb of Mount Everest in 1953, Edmund Hillary lost his footing. Footing means balance, and nearly died. Tenzing did not panic. He held the rope line tightly and planted his axe. Axe means the wooden tool, firmly in the ice. Later, he simply said, "Mountain climbers always help one another." So he was so famous as a Sherpa, but that did not bring ego in him. He remained very down to earth person. He was very humble and polite. For him, everyone was equal. So when he was climbing the Mount Everest with Edmund Hillary, once it happened that Hillary lost his balance on the surface, on the ice, and it was Tenzing Norgay who saved his life. He just held the rope line very tightly in a tight grip in his hand, and he just put the axe in the ice so firmly that Hillary again got the balance on his foot. And he simply remarked that mountain climbers help each other. For his courage and heroism, and for being one of the first people to scale means climb up Mount Everest, Tenzing was awarded the British George Cross, and that's the name of the award which he got, and the Star of Nepal. And this is another award, the title which he got, Star of Nepal, that was given by government of Nepal. Here is my next question. Now that's the text about Tenzing Norgay. Now we are coming back to Aditya. Here is my next question, said Aditya. Do you know which award has been established in Tenzing Norgay's honor by the Government of India? Well, you can tell him the answer. Now for this question you need to use the internet. Try to find out on the internet that what honor has been established by Indian government in Tenzing Norgay's honor. Right? So that's all in the reading. Hope you have understood the lesson, you have understood the text. Read the text, it's quite simple, very easy, you will be able to understand it well. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. God bless you.